Hello fellow player! This video will serve as an introduction to the game and community of Team Fortress 2. So if you're a new player who's not played a single match or a veteran player with thousands of hours, I hope the stuff we'll cover will be at the very least entertaining. So let us begin. So allow me to introduce myself. I go by Doc, and I've played this game as of recording for about 4,000 hours. That would mean that I know everything, right? Wrong. Because of the very specific learning curves of TF2, 4,000 hours doesn't necessarily equal godlike skill. I'm a decent player at best, but I've been around the block for a while, so I figured that I would share what I've learned during my time playing this game. TF2, like many PC games, uses the W, A, S, and D keys and the mouse to play. During the video, I will assume that you, the viewer, have at least played a PC game in your life. So when booting up TF2 for the first time, you will be greeted by a main menu and some cool music. What I would recommend you do is press the play button and scroll down to training. Here you will find the tutorial sections for 4 out of the 9 characters you can choose to play as in-game. I strongly recommend playing these tutorials as they teach some stuff that could come in handy later. I would also recommend going into advanced options and changing things like FOV, aka field of view, hit sounds, and damage numbers. These come in handy later, trust me. After you've finished the tutorials and changed around the settings to your liking, you can queue for your first match. The gameplay of TF2, as you will notice right away, is quite different compared to other games of the same genre. The first thing you might notice is that the game lacks a sprint option. And the reason for this is that there are other ways to get around quickly. These ways change depending on what character you're playing as. But you may also notice that the other players have different weapons compared to you. This is because TF2 has many unlockable weapons that you get by just playing the game. Time to cover some of the characters. The Scout is the first of the 9 characters, and he's the fast one. He can capture objectives at the double speed of any other character, and he is equipped with a scatter gun, a pistol, and a baseball bat. The next class you'll see is the Soldier, and you've already played him in the tutorial, assuming you did the tutorial. He's equipped with a rocket launcher, a shotgun, and a shovel. He also has the ability to rocket jump, which can be used in many ways. We will cover rocket jumping deeper in the Soldier's separate episode. Shortly summarized, you will see other soldiers shooting their own feet with a rocket launcher and going flying when playing TF2. The third character is called the Pyro. He can, as you can probably figure out by the name, set things on fire. He's equipped with a flamethrower, a shotgun, and a fire axe. The fourth character is called the Demo Man. He's an expert in explosives and also an expert in cheap whiskey. He is equipped with a grenade launcher, a sticky bomb launcher, and a whiskey bottle. I might also add that the Demo Man, like the Soldier, can also explosive jump, but with a sticky launcher. And that we will also cover in his separate episode. The fifth character is called the Heavy, and he has a minigun that he carries around. He also has a shotgun and his fists. The sixth character is called the Engineer, and he can build a sentry gun which can shoot players for him, a dispenser that can heal and give his teammates ammo. He can also build teleporters which can help the team get from point A to point B instantly. He is also equipped with a shotgun, a pistol, and his wrench. He upgrades his buildings by hitting them with his wrench. The seventh character is called the Medic, and he can heal people with his medigun. While healing, he is building something called Ubercharge. When his meter is at 100%, he can, by clicking mouse 2, become invincible for 8 seconds. This will also make any player he is healing invincible. He is also equipped with a syringe gun to deal damage and a bone saw. The eighth character is called the Sniper, and he can shoot people from far away and deal lots of damage when hitting headshots. He also has an SMG and a machete. The final character is called the Spy, and his job is to infiltrate the enemy team and stab them in the back. To help him with this, he is equipped with a disguise kit that can make him look like any enemy player. He also has a knife that when used from behind an enemy, it will take away 600% of their health, aka kill them instantly. When things go bad for him, he has his trusty revolver, and to help him infiltrate in the first place, he has an invisibility watch to make him invisible. A good thing to know about TF2 is that there are hundreds of maps playing out different game modes. The core game modes are Payload, King of the Hill, Attack Defense, Capture the Flag, and Control Points. The game mode Payload has the blue team pushing a cart with a bomb on it to the final control point. Meanwhile, the red team needs to defend and stop the blue team. Similarly, for Attack Defense, the blue team is trying to capture the control points and win if they capture all points. The job for the red team is to stop them until the timer runs out. In capture points, your team's job is to capture all control points before the other team. Failing to do so before the timer runs out ends the match in a stalemate. King of the Hill is similar to control points except for the fact that there's only one control point to capture, and it needs to be held by one team for 3 minutes for said team to win. Capture the Flag is the more strange game mode. The objective of this game mode is for one team to steal the enemy intelligence, a briefcase, 3 times. A team will win when they capture the intelligence 3 times and only then. This game mode does not have a timer, so keep a good look at that intelligence. Now that we've talked about the core game, we need to talk about the community. The community for TF2 has been around for a long time. As of recording, the game has existed for 14 years, which is insane. Therefore, the community has had time to evolve, and many inside jokes have been made. One of the classics is probably the spy crab. Simply explained, it's when a spy is holding his disguise kit and looking up, making him look like a sort of crab. One of the other long-running jokes is the Hoovie invasion. This has become a bit of an unspoken rule, but if you ever see an enemy heavy holding a sandwich and crouching, it's considered a dick move to kill him. The final long runner is the random crits are fair and balanced. This is basically a joke that is poking fun at how any player can randomly have their weapon deal a critical hit, which deals 3 times the damage, out of nowhere, and sometimes it saves the player's life. Other times, it pisses off the enemy, so don't worry about you see this typed in chat over and over. That ends our introduction to the game of Team Fortress 2. But, do not fear, because I will be back with a basic tutorial for each character in the game. There are more things to TF2, such as cosmetics, unusuals, and much more, but that is more fun to figure out on your own. So until next time...
Thanks, and have fun.